Here we go.
Then cooking the data, stirring the pot, fucking with numbers, I've got what they want. Lagging indicators, the story I tell, the economy's fine, or so they say, can't you tell? Stocks and bonds, they're riding high, but don't you worry, it's all just a lie. If you ever lose your job, then I won't cut deep, but don't ask too much, or secrets I'll keep. Or secrets I'll keep. Little gas bets, but I've got tricks to change beyond no fucking regrets. Stocks and bonds, they're riding high, but don't you worry, it's all just a lie. If you don't lose your job, then I won't cut deep, but don't ask too much, or secrets I'll keep. 1,000,000 jobs less than our first show, but hey, it's campaign season, truth's been overthrown. Killing mango man with, so I play this game.
It's pretty good.
Land of numbers,
Jerome Powell ain't bad.
The same. I don't know economics, but I know the score. Change the CP out and they'll ask no more. Coke in the data, it's all part of the show. And my little
I could jam to this, I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I roll, yo.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you all are making some money on that GDC. That is so good. It's so tasty. Holy smokes, hit over 8 in after hours. I know it's down a little bit right now, but my God, man. My God. Let's just take a look at this before we get into everything else. Down a little bit in after hours. I ain't worried. Volume dried up, but listen, we got lots. We're going to talk about all this, but there ain't no shares to borrow. It's going to get real interesting. So anyways, let's see who's up here tonight. Hobbs is first. You made it, buddy. Joel, Dos, Jordan, Trace. I'm late. Am I late? I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Mike's in the house. George P, Jordan, Kilvy. What's up, buddy? Been a while. Alan, take that grand slam. Vince, things are getting interesting. The one, what to do? Yeah, you think Harris wants a hot dog, Alan? What's up, Shogun? Asian Orange, BM Pro. Amy Cohen Barrett voted with the libs to block requirement proof of it. Oh, she's she's not 100%, but she's gotten us some other good stuff. So you got a Kamala ad. Dear God. Well, they're paying me to bash her, so I'll take that. You know what's awesome? They're putting Kamala ads with my communism thumbnail right now. That makes me happy. Finger was good today too. It was. You like the intro song, Jordan? I thought it was a pretty good jam there. What's up, J-Cam? Dustin, Nunya, drop the gain. Ellie made it to a live. Big JR, how are you guys? Albert's in the house as well. What's up? So, Kamala's not coming on for an hour and a half, and so I'm hoping to not have to be on and watch it. I thought about live streaming while she's on, but Trump's going to be trolling her on Truth Social. He said he's going to be truthing out while she's speaking, so that might be fun. I might jump back on for that if I'm already off by that point, because we'll see what happens. But Gretchen, what's going on? Good to see you. Squire, Michael Tucker. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? There's so much to go through. So where are we at right now? Well, crazy stuff's going on. The economy is a joke. Market it's playing games still. It was down day to day. They don't know what Powell's going to say tomorrow, but pretty much looks like we're getting that rate cut September. That'll make the market happy. GDC is blowing up, and I'm wondering if we're going to start getting some more short squeezes as people get short up with that. It's definitely getting retail interested again. Finger was doing well. And then politics, tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's the RFK Trump day. Today's supposed to be the Democrats' big day with Kamala speaking. You can just feel how excited everybody is. They're going all out, though. Apparently, like, there's an open slot at the DNC. Nobody knows who's in it. In fact, I'm gonna peek just to see who it could be. But there's an open spot. Some people are speculating George Bush is going to come on, which wouldn't surprise me. The total traitor hack. Some people think it's going to be Taylor Swift. Who knows? Taylor Swift. What a joke that would be too. Who cares about her politics? But they're going all out. They know that they're bombing this DNC. Nobody cares. It's absolutely just a joke. It's Trump's been moving up in the polls, or the betting markets anyways, while it's on. So we'll go through that. But who is this guy on right here? This cop. I don't know. Maybe he's a male stripper. That wouldn't surprise me. Katie Cat with the 5 memberships. Pigeon Peas now in. Seymour's, Lion Bets, the Grizz, and Christine. Welcome to the membership, guys. You now have full access to the members' lives on the weekends. Last week's was really good. I think you should check it out if you didn't get a chance on Friday night. Super fun. And that's an opportunity to put our hair down, have a drink, go deep diving on stuff I can't usually talk about on the regular live streams because of censorship issues. So welcome. Glad you're in. Excellent. So, all right, let me go through here. So this is great. I want you guys to see this.
In all these speeches, as good as they were, is that she's in the White House right now. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. And for all of the talk about division and the problems in the country and
Axelrod's real happy about this.
Democrats have mostly controlled this country. Trump had it for 4. The Obamas and Biden had it for the rest of the time. And somehow, it's still all Trump's fault, and somehow she hasn't been at the center of it. So
such a good point. 12 of the last 16 years, we've been run by Democrats, and somehow they want us to blame Trump for anything that's going on. Bull honky. There's just no way. 4 out of 16 years, you cannot put anything on him. You've had the 8 years before and the 4 years after. There's just no excuse. So absolutely ridiculous. He made such a good point. I loved watching David Axelrod. If you guys don't know who David Axelrod is, he was one of the chief strategizers for the campaign for Obama. He's a big wig in the Democratic Party, mastermind behind the scenes type. And anyways, one of my favorite David Axelrod memories ever is on the Pod Save America podcast, which is a bunch of mooks who are hardcore Democrats talking politics. In 2016, they were getting a little nervous as Trump was closing the polls, and David Axelrod came on in October and said, guys, I'm telling you right now, 100% Hillary's winning. And they all were like, oh, thank you, David. And then when Trump won, I went back and listened to their losing night podcast. This is one of the most fun times I've ever had. This time, it's going to be even better because we've been waiting longer and waiting for the turnaround. 2016 was just a surprise gift. 2024 is going to be the long-awaited prize. That's what we're talking about. Dustin White, welcome to the membership, brother. Can't wait for the clown show to be over. He says, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's coming. We only got two and a half more months, guys. We can make it. Yeah, and Trump's 4 years were half run by Democrats. That's very true. Half run by Democrats and also half attacked behind the scenes by his own party. He was being stabbed in the back at every opportunity. Randy, former Republican traitor list includes the useless hack Joe Scarborough. Listen, we don't miss Joe. The dude's pretty much a murderer. He killed his intern back in the day, even though he was a Republican House member. He's bleh. Alan did think about selling some finger yet. Why I want them dividends. Don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to buy back in for the dividends if you want to sell those. Did you see Trump made a webpage to post Kamala's policies? Yes, I heard about that. Victor, we're checking out the Young Turks when Trump wins. Raiden, when Hillary was losing and lost the Young Turks meltdown, it was epic. They freaked out so bad. Katie Cat says she loves the lies. Thank you, Katie Cat, and your support has been very appreciated. You have bought a lot of members stuff lately. So you've bought a lot of members memberships. That doesn't sound great, but yes, I thank you so much. Let's go to the policies website real quick. It's so funny because somebody I was actually going to bring it up last night and I just forgot. I ran out of time. So it's too funny that they did this. Will Google even bring it up? It doesn't look like it will. Was it KamalaSpolicies.com? I think it's KamalaSpolicies.com, right? I just want to show everybody. It's too funny. Trump, man, he's the king of the troll. It's so good. Come on, this got to come up. I don't want you guys to have to look at while I'm searching, but does anybody have the link? Trump posted it the other day, and I lost it. I want to show it though because it's just too flippin' funny. Sorry, I know this is not what you guys tuned in for, but I really want to show this. Kamala 2024 policies. That's what it is? Okay. Kamala 2024 policies.com. Dangerous policies are nothing to laugh about. Stop Kamala's radical agenda. And Kamala Harris failed. Weak and dangerous liberal. Unbelievable. This is great. Fighting to set murderers free. Bidenomics, it's working. More taxes to ensure the middle class pays their fair share. Abolish borders. Bring back the Green New Deal. I ended wrong-headed thinking. Eliminate private health insurance. This is awesome. Well done. Oh, that's probably my wife coming home late. That's great. So great. I'll drop the so you guys can send your friends to it. Here's the link. Anyways, YouTube programmed their algorithm to place Kamala ads wherever Trump's in the headline or description. Oh, that makes sense. Well, they think it's going to sway anybody over. They're dum-dums. What's up, John Croissant? Finally got 3 likes. You guys hate me? What's going on here? Oh, you liked my... No, I got 48 likes, Vince. You got to refresh, bud. Raiden says, my impulse Assassin's Exchange today was funny. You're going to comment on here, but your cowboy said... Yeah, you can't talk. And he can't talk either. His Eagles were nothing to write home about. All right, let me keep going through here. All right, so here's what they were saying might happen tonight. Bloop. Oprah, now Bush. Remember to speak of the DNC. Listen, Bush's career has already failed. All right, it's already failed. He's a joke. The Democrats have always hated him. They would embrace him tonight, of course, because they'd say, look, he's bringing us together. But if he does this, I mean, it's the Bush family's already been destroyed by Trump because he knocked out old Jebby boy, and now no Republican is ever going to give another Bush a chance. But if he shows up tonight, it ruins any last vestige he had with anybody except for the pedophiles at the Lincoln Project. They're the only ones who'll still jump on him. But you believe if he came, I mean, it's crazy. So I'm still looking to see who this could be. So far, I don't know who this chick is. Nice wig. But Anyways, that painting was in Epstein's house. Yeah. Oh, the Clinton one. I have that ready to go. Hold on a second. I got so many things pulled up tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if I'll be able to go through them all. There he is. Hey. No, I'll say, I just, I think that it's about time we all got decent. We all been decent to each other. And, me and Hillary, my God, Hillary, that woman, she drained the life out of me. But I'll tell you what, I like going to that island. That was a good island. But, there's Kamala Harris. They say she's a communist, and I just want to tell you that, she is. She's a communist. She's a damn communist. And guys, I don't care because I'm dying now. I'm fading away. You saw the pain and death scene. It's either prison. So might as well just end it right here. He's terrible. Billy boy is so gross. What's up, snakes? You're usually your morning coffee vid. Well, tonight you get to be here. Bush family is the Kennedy family. Kennedy family is the Roosevelt family. What do you mean by that, Vin? That's interesting. They're scared of Kennedy back in jail. Oh, they are so scared. Yeah. Tomorrow's our big speech. That's the day we hope it's coming together. So, little Bush war. See. KJB, you're from Chinada and cheer for Trump. What do other places think of Pierre Poilievre? You mean Canada? Oh, China. I see what you did there. That's cute. Pierre, I think I've heard him talk once. He seemed great. You're watching Bill Clinton right now? What, from last night? He was on last night, right? Or was it it was 2 nights ago. They brought out, I don't even know. I haven't watched any of it since night 1. I can't watch it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, there's a cigar incident. Yeah, there was. Wicked is powerful. His wife wasn't surprised she didn't retrieve that pic before God. Well, Hillary's power. I don't think they ever thought Epstein would get busted. That's what it comes down to. Because, they might be powerful. They might be, a little clever. But these people are so arrogant, it makes them stupid sometimes. And now they're scrambling because all this got out. But their arrogance sometimes clouds their judgment. And that's good for all of us because that's how they get busted. Biden owns land next to Epstein's island. No, his brother, I believe, owns an island out there. Eddie, the writing's on the wall. Prince Trump, presidential aspirations circling the drain. His presidential aspirations circling the drain? You mean Trump's going down? Okay, bud. I don't want to be around you when they loses because you're going to be crying too hard. I mean, when Kamala loses. Trump is running away with this one. In fact, I got something fun for you. How's that? How about them apples? This is happening during the DNC when last time in 2016, Hillary Clinton got a 14-point bump. 14-point bump, and she lost. And somehow the betting markets right now have Trump up 7 points. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. 7 points. That's huge. Now the polls are going to be different because the polls are going to trickle in. They're going to do what they do. They're going to come in some here, some there. They're going to poll. They are going to. In fact, let me show you guys something. They're going to do whatever they can to make the polls look good for Kamala, which means oversampling or like this, where they purposefully held out 2 weeks to drop a poll. This poll was finished 2 weeks ago, and they just now dropped it. This poll that shows Harris barely up 2, okay? Head-to-head, Trump up 2. Do you see the difference? Do you see why they waited? Kennedy, 9%. And that's the only way Harris was up 2. Huh. That's why they waited. Because they didn't want this to come out, but they had to drop it at some point. So why they drop it today? They drop it today because they figured it'd get lost in the shuffle during Kamala's speech. But this is a horrible poll for Kamala. Horrible. Because I'm telling you, 60 to 70% of Kennedy's voters are coming over to Trump. And you see, when they take Kennedy out, Trump goes way up. She gains 3, Trump gains 7. That's a huge difference. So It's going to be huge tomorrow. Now, there's some people out there saying that RFK is going to backstab Trump. I don't see it. Listen, one of the reasons I'm here, and I do this show every night, is because there is a lot of information out there that has to be sorted. And that includes people on our side who are totally black-pilled. Totally black-pilled, say all the stuff, like are always scared, always come up with every reason why we can't win, every reason it's not going to work out. And that's what I exist for, because I will tell you it straight. I'll give you the actual information as well as why it matters or doesn't matter, or why. Listen, RFK is an honorable man. Okay, he's an honorable man. Am I saying it's 100% he wouldn't pull some chicanery tomorrow? No, of course not. Even honorable men can be gotten. But listen, his VP's been out there seeding this the whole time. He's in Phoenix with Trump at the same exact time. This would be, it would be the ultimate troll. But what about RFK Jr. have you ever seen that makes you think that's something he would do? I can't see it. I would give it a less than 1% chance of happening. So, Snakes 315 says, thank you for the donation, first of all. And he says, my mom's an 80-year-old and fan of The View. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Snakes. Listen, I'm almost embarrassed to say it. My mother, God rest her soul, she loved The View. But she loved The View back in like the 90s when it was Barbara Walters, early 2000s, before it went full left. It was always lefty, but at least Barbara Walters tried to keep it kind of sane, and they would have conservatives on and stuff. My mom was a full-blown conservative. She was. She never, ever even drifted left. But she loved that whole celebrity culture and like the women talking and stuff. And so, yeah, she used to listen to Squawk Box too. But nowadays, oh my God, if my mom was still alive in a car watching The View, it'd be over. I don't know what you do with an 80-year-old. That's tough. But yeah, that's. But thank you for the donation, Snakes. I greatly appreciate it. Honey Badger says, old Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker is in the crowd, DNC. Oh, is he? Well, that's not. That doesn't surprise me. KJB, only if Trump gets in, Kilvey and the people stand their ground. What are we talking about? What I missed with Kilvey? Pierre's going to straighten Canada about. Oh, yeah. If he gets in, man, I have hopes for you guys. Richard, how do I even figure out polls? It's got to be made up. Makes no sense. They don't know who's voting for who. Crazy. Well, polling is simple, but not simple. It's simple to do because you just send out a bunch of calls and record it. It's not simple to understand because they make it murky on purpose because they want to manipulate the numbers. They want to get the stuff they want to do. Now, not all pollsters are like that. Rasmussen is honest. IBD Tip is pretty honest. Rich Baris' Big Data Poll is honest. So there are honest pollsters, but they do want, most of them still want to get something. And then they'll even say, this isn't perfect because people are more likely to respond based on enthusiasm than truth. So, polling, you know what you want to watch for in polling? The numbers themselves don't matter that much. What matters is the momentum. And that's what you want to follow. You want to follow the trends in polling. That's where you might sometimes can learn something. Alan, a little history lesson. We had President Lincoln versus Kennedy versus both VP Johnson. Then Adams, son Adams, Cleveland. Next, Cleveland lose, Cleveland win. Yeah, I know the Cleveland did it. Yep. Richard, talking to Snakes. Do the SNL skit with Trump in 2015. Trump in 2015? Maybe I haven't seen that one. That'd be quite a bit ago. I see Eddie left. He must have been very sad once I showed him what's going on with the Trump polls and stuff. And that's okay. You know, it's hard. Truth is hard sometimes. Oh, who's singing? Let me go look. Oh, that's Pink. Pink looks rough. Holy smokes. Wait, is that? Let me pull this up for you guys so you guys know what I'm looking at too. That is Pink, who doesn't want Republicans to listen to her, so we won't. She is a twacked out crazy chick. And yeah. Who else is on there at the stage? This is so ridiculous. They have to get the celebrities out, even though nobody cares about the celebrities anymore. Who is this guy? I feel like I should know him. I don't know anybody else on this stage. What about us? What all the broken? Oh my God! Speaking of this, I saw a guy today. He was asked who he's voting for. He said Kamala is this big, gross-looking, very miserable-looking man, and he said she's brought joy back. She brought joy back to the country. It's like, dude, you haven't felt joy in 35 years. I'm sorry for you. Polling is like stocks. Yes, Richard. That's a great comparison. Mike, the reason I'm speaking about are the exact reasons you watch me. Thank you. I call out the lies, misinformation. Thank you, Mike. That means a lot to me, bro. I try. I do my best. I try to be an honest person. Listen, I have a good life. I have a beautiful wife, kids. I don't need to lie. I don't need this. I love it. I do it because I love it. And all I want to do is get truth out there and hopefully get people to understand things a little better. Just because I've been blessed. I've been blessed to follow this stuff a long time. I've been through a lot. I've seen behind the scenes and everywhere else. And so I just have an understanding of this stuff that not everybody gets. And it's, you shouldn't have to, everybody has their place and stuff they get. So this is something I get. And so that's why I share it. DNC is kind of like Coachella, huh? Pink looks so butch now. She can sing. Oh yeah, she can sing. She used to have a couple bangers back in the day, but I can't stand her anymore. Vince, it shouldn't even be close. Eventually the truth comes out. They can't keep her hidden forever. That is so true. Looking like Susan Powder. I don't even know who that is. Pink is the color Waltz's ink, Runa. You mean Balls? Balls' ink? Union workers in the crowd look like YMCA video. Oh my God, you guys are funny. All right, let's we don't have to watch this for now. We can keep going. We can stare at Bush for a second here. All right, I have too many tweets. Hold on. I got to clean up my computer real quick cuz I got more stuff to show. And I have so many tweets pulled up, it's actually hard to find my place. So, let's cut some of this out. So I can start seeing where I'm at actually. Pull this over here. Already showed that. Alrighty. Okay, we're close now. All right, here we go. Back to it. The RCP average, Trump back on top, which is excellent. You see, Kamala crossed pretty much for quite a while since she's been in, about the last 2 weeks. And then Trump just crossed her back, which, again, the RNC just tells me it's absolutely abysmal for them. And then we got, somebody just brought up Tim Walz here. How about the fact he just lied straight up and said he used IVF when they never have? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's unbelievable. It's like, who thinks that's a good idea? By the way, the moron... Little baby Shrek balls. Baby Shrek balls. I like that. Baby Shrek balls. Okay. Baby Shrek balls last night says that he understands what it's like to not be able to have children. He understands what it's like to be infertile. Poor guy. Meanwhile, at the truck right outside the Democratic National Convention, they're giving out free vasectomies. They are making men infertile on purpose. And he's out there saying, I know the pain of being infertile. We did IVF. And they never did IVF. Why would you lie about that? Anyways, I guess when you look like that, baby Shrek balls. That's all there is to it. That's exactly what it is. Rumdog says, my mom's 80 has never wasted a minute watching The View. It can be done. Well, God bless you guys. Ayuk to Detroit? Shut up. Is that real? Or are you just trolling me? Why would they go to Detroit? No, okay. That's not funny, Richard. That's not funny. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with me like that, okay? A lot of lonely cats tonight. Thank you, Mark, for reminding me. Please like, share, subscribe, you guys. If you like the show, I appreciate it. I will never stop. I'm all in on this election. I will be here 5-6 times a week, giving you guys the breakdown so that we make it through and Trump wins, giving it all. So keep showing up. Share it if you don't mind. Let other people, if I can break up other people's minds open to what's going on, I'd love to do it. Adventures with Shogun says, my brother told Waltz, looks and acts like the cop from Simpsons as son Ralph. I like it. Is Bush speaking? Is that official? It's a rumor right now, Donna. I haven't seen it to be official. Honeymoon's over with Kamala and Big Baby. Yep. Alan had someone on chat today. DGT Weeble had to tell him he needed to go to Chicago. His boss got to do everyone a favor. I mean, it's nuts. Oh my God. You guys just reminded me of something. I could not believe when I saw this. Hold on. This clip is nuts. Like literally nuts because they don't have nuts. Okay, we got to watch this. This is... First, I couldn't even believe this is on national television. This is them legitimately saying our party is a party of beta males, and a word I can't say on YouTube. It rhymes with bags. But listen to this.
But they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one of them, Doug Emhoff last night, who...
Hold up. When we finish the clip, you're going to understand. But she just called Tim Walz and Doug Emhoff, who's Kamala Harris's husband. She just called them like girly men. Without saying it, she did it by the comparison. I just watched.
Can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to Hulk Hogan and the kind of players that came out at the RNC.
Oh my God. They're speaking to men who have low testosterone. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Men who aren't men who've been castrated, men who like soy lattes, not real men. She just basically admitted it. Like if you're a weaker man who is not a leader, is not stepping up to be a man, you're a little boy still in your own skin. You vote Democrat. I couldn't believe it as I'm seeing that. Like, why would she say that? Why would she think that's a smart thing to say?
Or might want to listen to that, but also, in addition, understand that it's okay in 2024 to be a man comfortable in his own skin who supports a woman. And that's something that they...
Oh my God. These people, they're so stupid. They are so unbelievably stupid. And they think they're smart. That's the best part. Like, the best part is she has no clue. She thinks she just said something. She believes she just said something like substantial, something profound. She's like, this is so amazing. Listen to this. Like the men in skirts, we're speaking to them. Like, how many guys like watching the Democratic convention, the last few guys with testosterone left, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just like kind of like looked nervously around at their wife and stuff when she said this, like just like this.
But they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one.
This is what it'd be like if you're like The Rock watching this, because The Rock votes
of them. Doug Emhoff last night, who can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to Hulk Hogan and
hey, honey,
players that came out of the RNC.
Let's go do something. Like that's how it's unbelievable. Like who says that? You know how uncomfortable that would be to watch if I never vote Democrat, but how uncomfortable it would be to watch if you actually were kind of like a man still. Yeah, Tapper's sitting there like, what are you saying? Oh my God. I'm so glad I remembered to play this. It's so crazy. It's unbelievable. Eddie, you can be here. You know what, Eddie? Eddie's still in here. Hey, man, I appreciate you. You can have your sentiment. You're totally fine. And as long as you're not trolling, you can stay. You're welcome. And, I hope you learned some, though, because you're definitely voting for the wrong team. Dem should have left the conception issue to Buttigieg. He's well versed in it. Oh, that. I don't want to talk about that. He might be able to be the czar of monkeypox, though. Andy Brewer, your mom's 91, lives in California. First time in her life, went to the dark side because she's surrounded by Dems. Oh, well, yeah, in California, at least the vote doesn't matter. Mike, honestly think the polls are like 65% Trump versus 35% Kamala. I don't believe any of the polls. I like Rasmussen. They've been the closest. They were the most accurate in 2020. And I agree with you that the country is way more Trump than Kamala. And the only people who can't see it are people trapped in their little blue bubbles, whether it's New York, San Francisco, LA, and they're just in media or whatever, or there's some things I can't say, but they're in their blue bubbles. But everybody else who does business with regular Joe American goes out in the streets, goes out into town. It's Trump signs everywhere, all across America. The swing states are way more. I live in North Carolina. I'll tell you right now, there are polls that just came out. Most of them have Trump ahead sizably still, but there's been a couple polls that show Kamala ahead. They are nuts. They are nuts. This is such a red state. You can't even believe it. People forget in 2022, red wave in North Carolina. We swept in the Republicans so strongly that our governor doesn't even matter anymore. They straight up, every veto he issues, they block. They overcome it because there's so many Republicans here. There's no way this will go blue. And that's a lot of swing states. So I'm telling you, they just have no clue. But they'll find out. They'll find out on election night, just like 2016. Tampon Tim reminds you of unwise Baby Yoda. Hey, don't just besmirch Baby Yoda like that, okay? That's the last good thing Star Wars came up with. Weak men don't win wars. That is very true. Whose balls are in Dana's perch? Obviously her husband's. She was trying to say Harry Sisson without saying Harry Sisson. Harry Sissy. If you're Jerry from Rick and Morty, Dems review. Oh, that is perfect. Yes, it's a bunch of Jerrys. Mark, yeah, 44% capital gains tax on 25% unrealized. That's why it's communism. Communism. Yeah, you see what I did there? Jordan, you like that? Just like Taver's T level so low, he should change his name to Apper. just cut the T. Washington's in that list for really is red, or is that what you're talking about? You live in Idaho, it's 90% Trump country. Idaho's awesome. Why is that all media is left? It's on purpose. It's on purpose. They cater it to lefties so they inundate you from the beginning when you're in college. They just slam you with nonstop nonsense from the left side. Okay. And then as you move forward, they make it so that you can't get a job unless you're a lefty. There's a few media outlets that are conservative, but there's very few. And they're very hard to get those jobs. So the vast majority of jobs in media are owned by lefties. And so you have to go in on that. And so Tucker Carlson talks about this all the time when he's at CNN. He says like a lot of those people on CNN with their jobs, they just flat out lie. And they know they're lying, but they do it anyways because they want to keep that job, that cush money, that little celebrity they get. So that's why it's all left, Richie. Randy, Dana Bash ex-husband Jeremy Bash, one of the 50 intelligence personnel, signed his letter. Blinken's letter, Hunter Biden laptop was Russian. Are you serious? Wow, that does not surprise me. The Bears being a dude is preseason. Don't get too excited. Florida's covered in Trump signs. Florida's going to go Trump by 12 points. Danielle, sorry for doing. You can't figure out how to buy a membership. Danielle, well, thank you for signing on the Patreon. If you want to join the membership here on YouTube, if you have an Apple product, you have to go to your Safari browser. You have to put it on desktop mode, and then you have to go to YouTube from there. Apple will not allow you to buy a membership on YouTube because Google and Apple cannot agree on the fees to pay to the App Store. So Apple has just blocked buying memberships through their apps. And so that's why if you're Apple, you can't do it. List of blue states I just named. Oh, 25%. Oh, I see what you're saying. Snake says, using Syracuse, seen one Kamala sign said, keep your hands off my ballot. Rum Dog didn't see one real dude in her entire arena when they panicked. Right? Not, yeah, exactly. Few blue bubbles here in Bama. Yeah, you got, they're everywhere. And they have to stick together because they can't go out into the wild, you know. Once you're in a blue bubble, you have to stick in your blue bubble. Because going out in the wild is too shock value. They can't believe it. They can't believe what they're seeing. So they'll go out a little bit, but if they're in a group, they might like mock. Like, oh, look at these crazy people. But then they realize quickly they're outnumbered and they don't know what to do with it. So they go back to their liberal bubble so they can talk to each other about how crazy it is and how oh my gosh, I saw this. And then they all convince each other that they didn't see what they saw. And they're like, oh, it's really just a pocket. Those people were crazy, blah, blah, blah. And they convince themselves. So they stay in that place always. They always have an excuse. They always have a way to sell. Listen, I have super liberal friends, and I used to live in California. Imagine. Most of my liberal friends were actually pretty smart, and you would call them center left now. They're probably, if I was still talking to them, it's been 13 years. We grow apart. But I bet a lot of them have moved to Trump, and then some of them probably just gone full crazy. One of my best friends of 20 years, disavowed me for voting for Trump. He went full crazy. But most of the other ones were pretty, they still had common sense. And but the full lefty ones, man, you'd bring up politics, and it was like their eyes glazed over, and the lizard eyes came out, and they couldn't. You could not crack the wall. It did not matter how much logic you threw at them, how much you brought it up. It was just talking point. It was extremely frustrating. So he just didn't go there much. It was only a couple of them, but I'm telling you, I know what it's like in those bubbles. Plus, I've been in those bubbles. Oh, college, man. It was nuts. And in entertainment, I've been in the bubbles before. So happy a DNC is building so much momentum for Kamala. Nice. I like the jokes, GP. Are conservative white men so fragile? Are you trolling me? Oh, this would be a funny troll. Alan, living here in Iowa, tri-state, Nebraska, South Dakota, Trump flags everywhere. It is Trump country there for sure. Thomas, some people had MMTLP first to pay unrealized gains tax. Oh, man. I hear you, man. All your stuff was taken away. 111 likes today, 185 people. I like it. That's not bad. We can get it up, though. I bet we can hit 150. I'm at 218 now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I had more stuff. Let me keep moving through here. Okay, this is big today. So the Supreme Court issued a stay today on this Arizona law they were trying to get passed. Or actually, they were trying to shoot down that the Arizona House passed. Anyways, ruled that the state of Arizona must reject state voter registration forms without proof of U.S. citizenship. So, again, what is this? 3-4 days in a row now we've gotten good news out of swing states where we're cracking down and making sure that we cannot. There's going to be it's going to be harder and harder and harder to cheat in this election. Now, this could lead, and we don't usually get Supreme Court rulings this time of year, so I'm not getting too excited about this, but this could possibly open the door for a Supreme Court emergency ruling of some sort, or a major issuance that strikes down something where they toss out everything, any opportunity for illegals to vote. They might, anyways, I'm watching this carefully. Let me put it that way. This is a big stepping stone here, though. So far we've had big news in Nevada, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia, and I feel like there's one more I'm missing, where voter integrity has been shored up. And listen, if Trump wins all 4 of those states, it's over. It's over, peeps. It's doneski. So yeah, this is great news. I got to give props to the DNC. To the DNC, not props to the DNC, props to the RNC for doing their job, for fighting these court battles, getting ahead of the game, not waiting till after, doing it ahead of time, shoring up our election through legally. which is just excellent news. Speaking of the DNC, here's footage you won't see most places. Look at all the protesters. Nuts. They're not showing this on mainstream media, but this is crazy. I mean, that thing's packed and it's going all the way back. I mean, look how far back that's going. And I thought this was the party of unity, joy, love, but nope. Their own people are pissed off at them. And on top of that, they are saying that some of these people are being interviewed and saying that they won't vote for the Democrats because they want a ceasefire for Palestine, and they won't even vote. So that's good news. They're falling apart on both sides. Speaking of the whole illegal issue too, Trump came out today and unveiled his new border crime policies. This is him coming in. 10-year mandatory minimum sentence for anyone guilty of human smuggling. Mandatory life sentence for anyone guilty of child trafficking. God, I love that so much.
It's tough new
Death
sentences.
penalty for anyone guilty of sex trafficking, which is just the best. And death penalty on major drug dealers and traffickers. This, if he could get this through, this would clean things up so quickly. Let's listen to the Trumpster.
On illegal alien criminals. These include 10-year mandatory minimum sentence for anyone guilty of human smuggling, a guaranteed life sentence for anyone guilty of child trafficking, and a death penalty for anyone guilty of child or woman sex trafficking. We'll also impose the death penalty on major drug dealers and traffickers. In other countries, on their immigration papers, there's a statement that says, death for drug traffickers. Big letters, big bold letters, 10 times the size of everything else on the page. I saw it this morning. And those are the countries where they have no problem with drugs. Many of them, actually. We will also impose the death penalty for anyone killing our police, sheriffs, Border Patrol, ICE, or law enforcement officials. The death penalty with a quicker trial, not a trial that lasts for 15 years and everybody gets exhausted.
Ain't no beta male there. That's how we deal with it. That is how we clean up the border. We just put it out there. If you come around, F around and find out. You come over here, you mess up big time. You hurt children. You try to bring the fentanyl crap into our country. You're done. I mean, I'm so for this. You can't even believe it. It'd be hard to get through, but I will tell you, he might be able to pass something as president that allows Border Patrol to shoot on sight if they see any of that stuff. And listen, I think most people who come across the border, just people trying to escape, and they found out we're open and they're coming over here. But there's a sizable portion, 30 to 50% of people coming over here from the cartels that are being used. They're trafficking people. 300,000 children missing. Remember, I showed you guys that the other day from our border czar, why she should be in prison. 300,000 children missing. The fentanyl pandemic is killing hundreds of thousands of people. It's an absolute disaster. And Trump's going down there and he's swinging a big stick, which I absolutely love. So just another reason why I can't vote for the man soon enough. Super Bowl champion comes out of the Bears division. Get out of here, Vince. You're a little too in love with your pink fingernail wearing rookie quarterback. Donna, no Dominion in Texas. I know. And Ken Paxton's already looking into the illegals voting, so they'll figure it out. The J6ers killed under Trump's laws. Cops were killed. No, they weren't. GP, you are not very smart. You obviously are a Dem who does not follow the news. Not one cop was killed during J6. In fact, the one that died of a head injury later. Actually, it wasn't even a head injury. Yeah, so there was no and there only had one cop they said could have been killed, and he was spotted later. This has all been proven, GP. Anyways, I'm not going to waste my time with you. It's pretty clear that you're just here to troll. So you can go bye-bye, and you can go watch the DNC so you can actually watch your gay friends, because you're not going to find that here. So bye-bye, GP. You didn't last very long. You gotta get it better if you're gonna troll here. Wicked. Anyone going to point out Trump went all in on speech with over 100-degree weather, no shade in the suit? He's the man. He's the man at 79 years old. Jenny L is in the house. We love you, Jenny. It's been too long. Good to see you, friend. You are. We love you so much, and we hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Trump's also wearing a bulletproof vest, so it's very hot. Yeah. Heart attack case. All right. It's time. Oh, I wanted to show one more thing. I'm not going to play this whole clip because it's long. But Steve Cortez went to the DNC convention, and he tried to get an illegal immigrant into the convention.
I'm permitted to be here.
And they get... They can't do it. They're, it's do as we say, not as we do. No ID. You can cross the border. We'll let you vote, but you can't enter our convention. I'm sorry. We're dumb like that. I want to say other words, but I gotta be careful. I've been getting demonetized so much. Scientists are scrambling Atlantic oceans, cooling at record speed. Nobody's sure why. I'll just leave it at that. Maybe it's because there is no global warming. But, okay, I know what you guys are waiting for. Let's go on, talk about some GDC. I had fun today. I went to Grok this morning, and I said, hey, Grok, what stock has the best chance of short squeezing today? And Grok gave me GDC as the number one stock to squeeze, which is freaking awesome. And then it went and it squeezed. Up 97% on the day. Obviously, again, I said down a little in after hours, but tomorrow could be fun. The volume never slowed down. We had 70 million volume yesterday, 40 million today, and a stock with 7.9 million float. This is huge, guys. It's absolutely huge. This is going to bring the so much liquidity into the people who are looking to buy into Finger, ZJYL. It's brought a whole bunch of people back to trusting Ham, and they're going to be listening to what he says again, which is awesome because listen, people were getting tired. People were getting worn down. The fight was hard. It was long. It was getting a little rough, and then we got a win. We're in the midst of a huge win right now. Where did I put that tweet I wanted to share? Here it is, right here. Fox Hunter, he's been out. He's been a little critical. Great guy. I love Fox. He's on here a lot of the time. Put out this great tweet because he sees it. He sees what Ham's doing. He says, months ago, Ham said they will go where they go. He continues to say this during calls. No one knows. But when they do, wow, look at GDC. Ham was calling it out. First of all, he first said last November, that he was hearing things about GDC. So a lot of us bought in then, and we held, and it went down, and it was tough. But then a week and a half ago, he said, I think this looks ready to run. What I'm seeing makes it ready to run. And then, boom, guys. Boom. We are blowing up, and this is awesome. I mean, I think we could see, first of all, disclaimer, not financial advice. Anything could happen. It could go down tomorrow. It could be over. All of that. But it could not be over. Okay. This has the same momentum that GameStop had before they did an offering. It had the same momentum that HKD had. It's had similar momentum to GTII when GTI ran to 9. And those guys were multi-day squeezes. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, so please do not take my advice on this, do your own research, have your own plans. But I think this is going to keep going up for a little bit. I don't know how high, but I think tomorrow still could be a good day. I really do. But the good news is that no matter what, people are getting money. And that money from GDC, it's almost impossible to not get profits at this point, guys. I mean, it'll open tomorrow, even if it doesn't bounce much in pre-market, it'll still open tomorrow right around 7 again. Look, if you're not green right now in this community, it's because you didn't buy until today. And that's the only way you're not green. It'd be almost impossible to not be green. So be ready in case it does go down. You might want to put in stop losses, something like that. I know I have, just in case. Because if it goes up, you keep winning. If it goes down, your stop loss triggers, you can buy back in. It's win-win. So be ready. Make sure you get profits. All those profits are going to fall in to CJYL and Finger. And maybe some in DJT. We're not big enough to move DJT. DJT, the price is too high, all that. It's a much bigger deal. So, but Ham tweeted today that he heard something. He said he thinks CJYL will move in October. Just a thought. We know what that means. There's something planned for October. We'll see what happens. Finger is, I think, next on the menu. It had a lot of momentum today, up 20 cents. To me, it seems like people are going to be gunning for Finger here with the dividend, hopefully any day now. So this is exciting, guys. This is exciting. Now, we're retail. Everybody, like we found, like Ham is on it. We all can feel good about this again. We can trust him. He got us another win. And so it feels good. It feels good. That trust is there. But you know who trusts him even more? The people who he just made millions and millions of dollars. The people who bought 600,000 shares of GDC and just made a crap ton of money, millions of dollars. Those people are very happy with him, and they're going to want to hear the next place he's got to go. And just from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, I think Finger is next. Doesn't mean Finger's going to squeeze. We know how hard it is to make something squeeze. We saw that last summer. But it does mean it's probably a good time to start thinking about getting in if you can. Now, that's not financial advice. I'm just telling you my opinion and what I'm looking at. But this is getting exciting, guys. It really is, because with a win, there's a lot of new liquidity looking around to do stuff. This is Albie. He had a great post today. Well done, Albie. I don't know if you're watching, but well done. 750 seems to be the thing they're really trying to fight back. Now, in after hours today, it did break 750. It hit 8 for a couple minutes, and they slammed it back down. But look how many times it tested up here, and just down, down, down each time. It was really bobbing back and forth between the 750 and the 675 a lot today, okay, in this area. So tomorrow, do we see a push? Ham said he thought that it looks like Wall Street people are getting in. If that's true, I don't think they're going to get bored and stop hammering it. If they're looking to slam these shorts, they're looking for something big. And we could see something really special happen. Albie, again, someone has taken this GDC battle against the illegal naked short sellers personally and very seriously. Higher lows all day. What he means by that is, like, look at this. As it goes up, it's just a beautiful chart. Just kept going up. Slam back down, but never as far down as before. And it's just stair-stepping. And, as Ham says, this is the thing that hurts shorts the most. This is what wears them down to breaking them the most. So this is very exciting. I think this could happen. GDC, zero shares to borrow. So all shorting right now. And by the way, almost all selling today was shorting. It was. They're trying to stay alive. And that's why it's so weak. While people are pushing them. And there's got to be hedge funds in this. But now no to borrow. There can't be any real shorting. So that puts even more pressure on it. And the pain is growing. And just to get us excited about the possibility of where our stocks could go when this corruption ends, Ham keeps saying 54 days till the election. He's done 55 days, 56 days, because he knows if Trump gets in, well, Trump today, quote, "For too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks and financial elites. It's time we take a stand together." Huge, absolutely huge quote. If we're going to win in the markets. This is our best chance as it gets cleaned up. So maybe we get a squeeze in GDC. Maybe it goes bonkers. And then we shore up. I'm going to be buying Finger and DJT mostly. Those are my two big ones. And listen, they might not squeeze. Not until Trump gets in. Not until Patrick Byrne comes in January. They might not. But if they don't, this gives me a whole lot of hope because Trump's going to win. I keep saying it. And I believe it. Even if RFK tomorrow tries to backstab him, pulls a fast one, ditches on Trump, bashes him to his face in Phoenix, even if that happens, it'll somehow end well for Trump. That's how it goes when you attack him. So, but with RFK coming on board, I'm more confident than ever. And this, guys, tells me Trump's ready to roll. When you just saw what he came out with for the border. I just showed you guys. Imagine what his plan is here. This man is coming in and he is cleaning up this time. Last time he said he was coming in to drain the swamp. He didn't realize how bad the swamp was. And he didn't realize how many people on the Republican side were going to backstab him. He's ready this time. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. And I have more confidence than ever some of these plays are going to be something special, especially if he gets in. Jenny L., your immune system's weak? I'm so sorry, Jenny. How you feeling? The One hasn't sold a share of GDC. You're up thousands of 127 average. That's amazing, The One. God bless you, brother. If GDC did an offering, that would suck. It really would. Finger my moves big. Yep, that's what I was saying. Richie, both profits go to ZJL and Finger. Love it. One of the big dogs has $4 million in GDC, hasn't sold a share. I know. Trump, I was talking to him about that. Don's profit went to Finger. Vince, another 10 on QB Williams versus Purdy. Most fancy football points. Oh, Purdy all day. Williams isn't going to beat Purdy's numbers. And come on, Vince. I'll take that. Check my email. Hold on, Mike. Let me look. Finger going to the 10, then 100. Eventually, I agree. Yeah, eventually I agree. Sorry, my wife texted me. All right, let me see what you sent me, bud. Then 1,000. I like it. The One, Deep and Finger going deeper. I love it. Cab, hey, it's living SD. You come across multiple South Americans jump the board, get hurt on purpose, be taken to medical, then they get released and let go without kicking them back. Wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. Barbara, good night. You're going to a cruise to Boston and to Bermuda? That's awesome, Barbara. Have fun. We'll miss you. But if you want to stop in. We'll be here. All right, Mike, let me see what you got here. I got to share this. Hold on. Can you guys see it? Idaho. Mike, you always come through, buddy. You always come through. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. My God. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Before I go, I'm going to head off here in a second, guys. But here's this. This is big. Okay. Last thing I wanted to share before I leave, because tomorrow is the big day, RFK. I'm going to try to live stream it. I am. I don't know if I'll be able to. But if I can, I'm going to live stream the event with RFK and Trump. I really, really, really want to be a part of it and share it with everybody as it happens and break it down, all that stuff, if I can. But this shows you right here what a big deal it'll be if RFK gets out. Well, he is getting out, but if he endorses Trump. Among RFK Jr. voters, if the candidates were Trump and Harris, how would you vote? Trump 41, Harris 27. That is 2-1 almost. That's a huge difference. So if RFK is at 5%, which he is, and Trump gets 40% of his voters, that adds 2 points to his vote share. I think he's going to get more than 40%. But even at 40%, he gets 2 points to his vote share. Kamala can barely get a lead that's more than 2 points over Trump anywhere. And even that is an electoral college loss. And with this 2 points, that seals the deal. This is the most popular she'll ever be. It's going to go away fast. So this is over. If he announces this tomorrow, the election is over. All we have to do is show up, batten down the hatches, keep hitting the gas on stopping the election fraud, and vote. If we do that, guys, this election is over. So this is extremely exciting. So I'm going to try to do that. I noticed Kamala never wears a dress. Yeah, and neither does well, never mind. I was going to say Michelle, but she does. But anyways, that pick's offensive to your Idaho folks. I love it. That's so funny. What's up, Scarpazza? Excited, says McLevin. Yeah. So tomorrow, guys, look for me. I will give you the heads up if I can do it. Okay. And try to get you ahead of time. But anyways, for tonight, I got to take off. I love you guys. And it's time for me to go hang out with my wife. I gave you guys an hour. And now it's time to hang out with her. So tomorrow I will, I'll be there. If you can stomach it, Kamala's about to speak. I'll be checking out Trump's truths as he trolls her live as she speaks. That's what I'll be watching. But otherwise, tomorrow's Friday. If RFK, if I can't do that stream, I don't know if I'll be on, but I might. Oh my God, here comes Adam Kinziger. The traitor. What a scam. Oh my God. I cannot stand this guy. Ugh. Is this their special guest? If this is their special guest, by the way, what an absolute joke. Nobody cares about this guy. He's only relevant on MSNBC. Anyways. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night. Let me pray and get us out of here. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for today. God, I thank you for what you're doing. I pray that tomorrow's an epic day with the RFK endorsement. I pray it goes better than expected and exceeds expectations. I thank you for what you're doing as people are waking up. Thank you for what you're doing as you're clamping down on election fraud all across the nation. I pray it gets even better and tighter before the election. Pray the election happens smoothly. And God, that you bless everybody here with prosperity. Help us make good decisions in our investments, in our decisions in rough times and in crazy times ahead. And just pray everybody comes out of this better no matter what happens in our nation. Pray for peace in our nation. Pray for justice in our nation. And bless everybody here in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. God bless you guys. Have an awesome night. And I will try to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.